Hi, it's Nikki from Two Tribes Primal Living, and I want to talk today a little bit about what it means to be a woman. Um, we came out here, we've been out here now 3 months, and are going on a full 3 months. And life out here, as you've watched through our videos, has been quite reflective actually. There is a lot of experiences, a lot of challenges, and a lot of self-reflections. And out here, I've heard time and time again, listening to the stories of men. It's fairly easy. I won't say easy. From their stories, it's fairly simple for them as men to live life. My husband put out a video about a man, when the man meets himself for the first time, how that's one hell of a man. Well, women are the same, but we're different. And women tend to face what I call duality in life. They face double standards. They face a lot of double standards, more so than the men do on this planet. And add that to something like a life that we're living now, and it changes the dynamics of everything you've ever known. It challenges every contract of what you're supposed to be as a woman. It ruffles the feathers of every flock of people you've ever known. Being a woman is in and of itself quite a challenge, but being a woman out here is even more challenging. So we've been out here, like I said, about 3 months, and part of the journey out here has been reflection, and I've highlighted that in several of our videos. I know Albert has highlighted that in several of his videos, and it's just something we keep talking about. Life out here is reflection. Everything is a reflection. Everyone is a reflection. But everything we experience out here is an absolute reflection of who we are inside, whether that reflection is an area that needs to be exposed and healed, or it's an area of where we as an individual may be dealing with some of our own internal issues, or maybe it's something that we need validated, and we can see in that reflection that we're doing the right thing. So I come from I'm not going to say a privileged white family, but I do come from a family. We didn't have a lot of money, but by no means were we poor. We always had everything we needed. We had food, shelter, lots of love, and lots of discipline. We grew up playing outside. We grew up getting dirty. We grew up learning and helping and learning skills. We grew up in a simple home, nothing fancy. It was always clean, but it wasn't by any means super nice, if you will. We all had beds, we had comforters, we had everything we needed. We had all the resources we needed. So as a young girl growing up, I played. I learned skills from my mother, I learned skills from my grandmother, and I learned skills from my grandfather. And, I carried those skills forth into life as an adult, as a young adult, as a teen. I won't say I didn't have issues growing up. I did. And, I had some struggles. I endured quite a bit of violence, me being on the receiving end from men in my life. And not just once, not just twice, but many times, which showed something within me that I needed to heal, because I was seeking out these individuals who were controlling or abusive or whatever, or who had the likelihood of betraying our relationship and betraying me as a human, as a woman. And so I had a lot of baggage, that's the term we use. I had a lot of things that I needed to heal. So as I maneuvered through life, I learned to do things on my own. I learned to go within, and that journey within was not easy at first. The younger I was, the less I went within. I was always outside seeking approval, seeking this person's approval, seeking a relationship, seeking validation, seeking someone to save me. And I realized there was a point, and I can't tell you exactly when that point was, but there was a point where I realized that I'm enough. I'm strong enough. I'm pretty enough. I'm capable enough. I'm rich enough. I am the right size, so I'm physically perfect enough. I wasn't seeking external validation. The journey for women is that we are taught from young girls to stay small, to obey, to be physically small, to be educationally small. They want to do this but only get these degrees. I certainly don't want a welder as a wife. I don't want a fireman as a wife, and I don't want a policeman as a wife. So stay small. And a lot of women, they acquiesce to that. They don't know any better. Physically, we're taught to stay small. We're taught not to lift weights, or we hear things like, you look like a man. I would really like to say that a woman's journey to fitness is her journey to fitness. And no matter what she looks like on her journey to fitness, if she is happy, then that's the only person she needs to be happy. And your opinions about her, me, anyone else they're irrelevant. They mean nothing. Your opinions mean nothing. And that journey, as part of that journey, we hear these opinions and we hear these comments from men or other women. Actually, other women can be the biggest critics. But we keep ourselves small. I don't want to get big. I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to be that strong. Then we're taught to be small of voice. Women should be seen and not heard, just like children. Women should obey their husbands. Women should walk behind. Men know what they're doing. Women don't know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that's what I believe. I'm saying that's the dialogue that's out there, and it runs rampant. It's not a hit or miss. It's not an occasional thing. And so, when we as women, we can get through that, and we can begin to look at ourselves and say, I am enough. I'm proud of my bigness, my loudness, I am proud to be too much. Only then can you begin to make the journey into what being a woman means. Being a woman is not an easy journey. As I said earlier, we have a double standard. So we have to be small, we have to be pretty, we always have to look the part, play the part, act the part, speak the part. We have to be entertainers, and we have to be social, and we have to be nurturers, and we have to be all these things all at once. And then when we're emotional, we're too emotional. So what does it mean to be a woman? Well, being a woman out here means being able to help, being able to perform, being capable, and doing the best I can each and every day. Being a woman means being who I want to be on any given day and not meeting the criteria of anybody else. And how did I reach that assessment, or how did I reach that point? Well, I looked within. When we go inside, when we stop looking outside for others to tell us what we should do, when we graduate, what college we should go to, what area of physical fitness we should get into, what diet we should be on, what size we should wear, what eyebrows we should have, and what color nails we should have, how we should dress. When we put all that aside and we stop seeking that, we find that we become authentic. And what do I mean by authentic? That means being who you are fully, without explaining or defending why you're being who you are. It means I can walk out in any shirt, dress, hairstyle, talk hairstyles. I haven't blow dried my hair since we've been out here for 3 months, and it's growing. My hair is growing, but I don't want to touch it with a blow dryer. I'm just being natural. I'm being who I am, and I don't owe anyone an explanation. I don't have to defend myself to anyone because I am authentically me when it comes to my hair. But being authentic means being who you are without making excuses. Being a hell yes. Doing what you want to do that feeds your soul, not the approval of others. Doing and being who and what you want to be when you want to be it, without making excuses as to why you can't. I can't do that right now. I'm a mother. I have kids. The church wouldn't approve. There's so many excuses. I would spend hours here trying to explain those or even going through those. So authenticity of who we are is basically us in the raw. It's standing in the mirror and looking at yourself and saying, I got this shit. I look good. I feel good. I am good. I'm enough. And I got this shit. Out here off grid, being a woman, we still have our cycles. I have a chamber pot and an outhouse. So I'm sure that's a question for many. I wouldn't do that. It's fine. I mean, women have been doing it for centuries. It's not that big of a deal. I cook out here. Sometimes I make gyros. Sometimes I make scrambled eggs. Sometimes I make a tandoori chicken. Sometimes I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sometimes I make couscous. I mean, I cook. I do what I do. And none is good, none is bad. It's what I do as a woman. My husband cooks. Out here, as a mother, I still talk to my children. The same I did before. My son, Seth, maybe not as much, but he's coming up this weekend. So I'll get to see him. And I'll get to be a mommy. He'll be 18 here in a few days, and he's the last of the Mohicans. But being a woman out here means I'm still a mom. My husband and I, we're still intimate partners. We're still parents. We're still friends. We're still workers. We still have to cook. We still have to clean. I got a new vacuum cleaner yesterday or the day before, and I was so excited because I'm finally able to clean up the concrete floor. But that's part of being a woman. Being a woman is being able to reach within, to be soft, to be kind, but to stand strong and to stand in your truth. Being a woman means being able to put aside all those social contracts that others have signed for you, things that people have told you what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, and doing what the hell I want to do. I'm not going to tolerate abuse. I'm not going to tolerate betrayal. I am enough. I'm not going to be talked down to. I'm not going to be belittled, not because of my gender, not because of my skin color, not because of my hair color, not because I'm a pagan. I refuse. That's what being a woman is. I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to be despondent or depressed or anxious because I have that choice as a woman to know that I am enough and I don't need someone else to tell me I'm enough. that I am enough in my skin as it is right now, no matter what size I am, no matter what shape I am, no matter what my legs look like or my face looks like, or whether I have wrinkles because I'm 50 or whether I have 0 wrinkles because I'm 20. Being a woman means being authentic and completely content with who you are. So out here, I've had a lot of reflection. Beautiful blue skies, beautiful green trees, the animals, the rain, all the beauty out here has shown me, as within, so without, and as above, so below. And I'm part of that. And so I'm not the ugly duckling, and nature's not gorgeous. I'm part of nature. It is gorgeous. I am gorgeous. And that's what we as women need to come to consider. As part of healing of the planet, which there's a lot of despondency and negativity and anger and fighting and division going on right now, what is missing? Women. Women who are authentic. Women who, we don't have savior complex. We're not enablers. We're not making excuses. We're living in the present. We're being who we are meant to be authentically. And when we do that, we can heal. We can heal ourselves. We can heal our sisters. We can heal our spouses. And we can heal the planet. And right now, that's what's missing. That divine feminine energy, if you will. But it's being a woman. It's missing. It's absent. It is completely absent right now. And as we get back to individually not being sad someone left us. I'm not saying ignore it, but don't live in the sadness. Sadness is a moment. It's an emotion. Kiss it, hug it, let it go. But once we learn to stand in our power as women, and we don't take betrayal, we don't take abuse, we don't take degradation, we don't take controlling, because we're intended to be small, we're often controlled. And because we don't take that, we are cool with being who we are, as we are, and we live. And when we live, we love. And when we love, we heal. And when we heal, everything rights itself. So that's all I really wanted to say today. Be strong. Be big. Be brave. Be bold. Speak your mind from the heart. Speak your peace from the soul. But be a woman. Don't be overwrought by sadness. Don't be consumed by anger or anxiety. Find your peace. Stay there. Enjoy. Life is not intended to be toxic. Life is intended to be enjoyed. It's intended to be fulfilling, and it's intended to be real. So be a woman if you're a woman. Like our channel, subscribe. If you want notifications, just ring the bell and you'll know when we put a new one out every few days. And until next video, bye.